Go where you're truly loved for who you are and walk away from places where you're not loved and appreciated. I'm recording this video for you as I'm waiting, sort of resting from my long road trip from San Francisco to Los Angeles, USA. It's about 7 to 8.5 hours drive, and in the middle of the way there's an Indian restaurant I stopped to eat. This video is about going where you're truly wanted and loved for who you are, and not staying and walking away from places where you are not appreciated. Whether that's in a friend's house, or at a party, in a relationship, but most of what I'm trying to convey here is when you're in a relationship, in a marriage, girlfriend, boyfriend, doesn't matter. If you're not truly loved and appreciated and valued, and you stay around, I blame you a lot more than I blame the other person. You know, with love, as with respect, you, every day when you step out of the house, you tell people, you determine how to be treated. You tell people with your behavior, with your demeanor, with your words, with what you're willing to tolerate. You dictate to people how they are to treat you. If someone treats you with disrespect, if someone insults you in public, and they don't know you, so you're gonna set the record straight. If you're in a relationship with somebody, a wife, a husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, dating for several months, whatever you want to call it, whatever that means. Some people say, oh, we're just dating, whatever that means. I honestly do not know what that means. If you do, enlighten me. But anyway, it doesn't matter. And if they disrespect you once, well, to me, that's bad enough to walk away. Once, yes, not twice, once. But if someone disrespects you twice after you've made it clear that you will not tolerate that, and you hang around, I blame you a lot more than I blame them, you know? So that is the point of this video. Go where you're wanted and where you're respected and where you're valued, and walk away without hesitation when you are not respected, not valued, and not loved. And I do not have to tell you where you are appreciated and loved. I think you know. If you don't know, then you don't have a normal brain. You're not mentally fit to be walking the earth and functioning amongst the public. You know where you're loved. You know, for example, when your mother says, your loved one, I'm using the mother example because that's the purest form of love that exists on the universe, or father. When they say, call me when you got home, you know if it's genuine than when a woman you're dating says, oh, call me when you get home so I know you're safe. You know which one is genuine. You know which one is from the bottom of the depths of the heart, and the other one is to create an image of caring for you that is phony and not real. You know, your heart will tell you, your inner voice, your guts, everything that you have, your brain, your body will tell you what's real and what's not. And don't kid yourself, because the worst person in this world that you could fool is yourself. It all comes back to and I believe it was Aristotle who said, know thyself. It all comes back to that. So know yourself. If you are in a relationship, if you're remaining in a relationship, whether it's a man or a woman, doesn't matter, and you're being disrespected, you're not being valued, you're not being loved, and you hang around, you are telling that person that, I am not worthy, I'm a lowlife, I cannot have any better, I am honored to be accepted by you, and you can treat me like a doormat and treat me like an unimportant 10th choice, and that's okay with me. And if you accept that kind of quality in your life, then whose fault is that? I don't blame her or him, I blame you. I believe I've said this before. I think it was Winston Churchill that said, A funny thing happens when you choose in your life to accept nothing but the best. You will only get the best. It is as simple as that. It has nothing to do with your socioeconomic status. It has nothing to do with that. Because if you don't have that, you are not going to have a high socioeconomic status. If you don't have that self-respect, if you don't have the ability to walk away or quickly remind people that they cannot treat you the way that they have, if they're treating you with disrespect, you cannot have anything else. It all starts from that. That's the foundation. If you take away anything from this video, let it be this. The moment you sense you are not respected, loved, valued, when it comes to romantic relationships, it's everything starts from respect and everything ends in respect. The moment you sense that and you have not immediately decided to walk away, I blame you, not the other person. I blame you. Please follow this ageless, proven, tried and true principles, and you will experience a much higher quality of life. Don't tell yourself, oh, well, I'm not rich, I don't have that, I don't have this, because it all starts with that. If you don't have that, you will never be successful. You will never be someone who has self-respect. The people who become wealthy and successful, deep down inside, they believe that they deserve it. They deep down inside genuinely and truly believe it first. Otherwise, they will never be what they want to be. I leave you with this. I read in a book one time. It's called Being Happy. In that book, it said, if you win the lottery, if you come into a lot of money, you first better make sure that you have a millionaire and a wealthy person and a worthy person mindset. Otherwise, you won't get to keep it. Do I have to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, what happens to people that win the lottery? That 90% of them within a few years end up in prison or dead or lonely and depressed to a point of being, killing themselves with drugs and alcohol? Because they have received the money, but their mindset and their personality and their self-worth and self-image is not ready to receive that money. It does not have the capacity to be the owner of that money. Do you understand? And then on the opposite side, this is the most interesting thing. On the opposite side, you have a very wealthy, successful person that through a divorce, through a business bad deal, through fraud, loses his money. And you see a couple of years later, he's back to where he was and even higher. Because his mindset, his self-worth, his idea of his worthiness is at a level of a successful millionaire, billionaire, whatever you want to call it. So it's just a matter of time before the reality will catch up with the self-image that he's got in his head. As is within, so is without. These lessons are worth gold, ladies and gentlemen. They are worth pure gold. Follow them, and there is no doubt in my mind that you will benefit greatly. All the best till the next video. God be with you.